Let's say we have a square and its length is x. Now let's say this distance here is half x, so is this, and so is this. If you form a kite by connecting this point to this point, this point to this point, this point to this point, and this point to this point, you will generate this central area over here. And if the length of this square is x, this length over here is half x, remember, then this central kite over here will have an area of 1/3 of x squared. Now, using a visual proof, I'm going to show you why this is the case. Now over here we have two similar squares. However, this one to the left has been partitioned. With this partitioned square over here, I'm going to demonstrate why this area over here has to be 1/3 of x squared. So I've cut up the partitioned square. Now with these objects over here, I'm going to form 3 groups, and those 3 groups will contain similar objects. So I've got my 3 groups. Each group contains a square, these 2 objects here, and 4 right-angled triangles. This square over here is green, these objects over here are blue, and these right-angled triangles are yellow. With one group, we are going to form this white region up here. With the other group, we'll form this central region, and with the final group, we'll create this region over here in white. Okay, so let's generate this top left region over here. We can use any of these objects up here to generate this top left region. So I'm going to start with a square, like so. And then, let's see, we can have a right-angled triangle over here, like so. And we can have another one over here, like so. Then we can put this object over here. Okay, and I believe we have another, let's see if I can get the correct one. We have another right-angled triangle over here, and then let's have a look. We can have a blue object over here, and then we can have, let's have a look, a right-angled triangle over here. In fact, I must change this triangle over here, and I can change it to this one right over here. So we've replicated this top left hand region up here. And notice this top left region consists of a square, 4 right-angled triangles, and 2 of these blue objects over here. Now we're going to form the central region using similar objects over here. Let's see if I can do this. So I'll take one square like so. Okay. One right-angled triangle. I'll try and put it over here. Okay, we'll put another right angled triangle over here, like so. Okay, so we have this. And now, what else do we need? We need one of these over here. Okay, and we need another right angled triangle over here. Actually, that doesn't form the kite in the middle, does it? So that can stay out of it. But we can have a right angled triangle over here. Okay, let's have a look. We can have another one over here, and then we can have this up here. Okay, so as you can see, to form that central region, we need a green square, 4 right angled triangles, and 2 of these blue objects here, which is exactly the same as the top left region. Okay, so we've generated 2/3 of that square over here, and the final third consists of the same object. Okay, so a square, 2 of these, and 4 right angled triangles. So let's see if we can form that final region. Okay, so we'll put a square over here. Let's have a look. We'll have one of these over here. We'll have a right angled triangle up here. We'll have another one over here. Okay. We'll have this blue object over here. Let me just make sure it's neat. Okay, another right angled triangle over here. And then the final right angled triangle over here. And that means we've replicated this square. So this is why, if the length of this square is x, this central region, this central kite, has to have the area 1/3 of x squared. This is the visual proof finalized. If you'd like more proofs like this, subscribe to my channel and leave your comments. Let me know how you found this proof. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.